How's it going, folks? What's good? Good afternoon from New York City. Happy Valentine's Day. As you drop in, make sure you hit like, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Show me love. I got a little bit of a crazy stream for you today. Gonna, express my personal opinions regarding body worship and this offer that I got for body worship. I'll let you know my thoughts, what body worship is. And now, it's gonna be an entertaining stream. We're gonna talk a whole lot of nonsense. We're gonna have a lot of fun here. So let's make this happen, yo. Let's start off with what is body worship. It's kind of crazy, but the exact definition of body worship is pretty much the admiration of somebody's body. Can be done as a sexual thing, can be done as just an admiration thing. This reminds me of my younger years, my early years, right? When pornography was a common thing in a man's life, and ass worship used to be some type of videos that used to pop up in the sections of the porno sites. You know what I'm saying? Those used to be my videos, big old fat butts and people showing them love. But, oiled up, whatever, massaging, all type of nonsense like that. So someone was pretty much offering to pay me money for a certain duration of time to, I guess, oil up my body and feel up all my muscles and such. So it's a little crazy, but it's also a little funny. Yeah, it's a little crazy and a little funny. It's like people have a lot of balls to ask these type of questions, but at the same time, they don't really have those balls because, they ask me these questions through Instagram, through a locked profile that does not have a picture of anybody, just has a random image. So, it's like long shots or comes off seeming like questionable, like someone's trying to do something to take advantage of another person or myself. But with myself, it's not necessarily gonna work. I'm 6'3", I'm over 200 pounds, I lift hella weights, I know how to fight really well. Me getting taken advantage of, something like that, it's not gonna really happen unless dudes try to jump me or something like that. But even if I could fight multiple dudes, that's not gonna really phase me or affect me. But it's like body worship. They wanted me to pretty much go to a location in New York, and they didn't really hop deeply into details, but they wanted someone to stand there and flex their muscles and worship their muscles. Now, body worship, ass worship, etc., stuff like that, sometimes has a sexual incentive added to it. It's sometimes it's a sexual activity. Sometimes it's more of a professional thing, like body worship. Like, the way I look at it is like this: bodybuilding competitions and such, where you're on stage and let's say you're flexing your muscles and such so that people can look at your muscles and judge you on your muscles. That to me is a form of body worship. So this person seems like they were offering me the whole body worship thing, but more of in a sexual way. And they were kind of hiding behind their Instagram name and a photo and no photo, just an image of some art or whatever. And that's not ever really going to work. Somebody really has to be thirsty for money. Somebody really has to want money in order for something like that to work. There was no way that I was going to be convinced to go do body worship. And I'll tell you guys the exact offer, the amount of money that was offered, the duration of time, etc. But it just comes off being shady as hell. So just to be clear, there are certain ways in which I would accept an offer for body worship in a non-sexual way. where people are paying me to look at my body and such. It sounds cocky and conceited. It's not nothing I ever thought about, or it's not something that like I woke up like, oh, I want people to pay me so that they can look at my body. No, I never thought about that. I'm a man, Men make money off of hard labor, off of their knowledge, their skills, not necessarily off of their physical bodies. Making money off of my physical body is not something that I've ever thought of. So, yeah. But body worship. It's kind of crazy somebody had the balls and the audacity to just come out and offer me that. But then again, they really didn't have the balls and audacity because they did it from a random name that was private on social media, Instagram to be specific. Whatever. But yeah, so, thinking back to like when I was younger and I used to be more heavily involved in porno and such, right? Let me put this camera up a little bit. I'm saying used to be a little more heavily involved in porno and such. Oh, and I just noticed this is out too. Oh, you guys gotta let me know. But yeah, so when I was younger and I was a little more heavily involved in watching porno and stuff, when the young man wasn't really getting action like that. It happens like that, we teens and such, whatever. But I remember those ass worship videos where it used to be like a girl with a fat old ass, and then like a dude would be like massaging it with oil and doing sexual activity and such to it, whatever. Cool. That's what it made me think though, that they was gonna try to have me like up on like a like these rotating platforms. You see these platforms these days where they take photos of people, so they do like the whole spinning photo stuff and people be dancing or whatever, and then they'll make it go slow motion to the part where it goes around their face or whatever. For some reason, that's what came to mind, that they was gonna have me up on some type of platform with a group of people watching me as I'm oiled up and I just try to flex my muscles to the best of my ability in certain angles, bodybuilding type of poses and such, which I've been learning. I'm not a talented, I'm not talented at posing for bodybuilding, for classic or men's physique or any of that. Is stuff that I'm learning currently. But yeah, these people are nuts. Like, I don't know. People have a lot of money to throw away, a lot of money to waste if they're willing to pay somebody to just go look at their body. Like, I'm not even willing to pay somebody for sex. Like, you will never catch me paying for sex. You will never catch me like looking for like, prostitutes or escorts or any of that stuff. That's not my style. I believe in my appearance, I believe in my style, I believe in my character, and going out there and finding what I like and being with that. I don't just entertain anything randomly. So yeah, kind of crazy to think that people are willing to just spend their money like that. But maybe they do have a lot of money, or maybe they just aren't attractive people and don't have the possibilities of going out there and speaking to people and using their charisma and their looks in order to go find some people that they like or such. How's it going? Yeah, yo, I got you right now. What kinds of food are you eating? Any suggestions? I get tired of always eating chicken and rice. There's a lot of things that I'm currently eating. Oatmeal is great for making gains. Rice and beans are great for making gains. If you're trying to stay as clean as possible, fruits, yogurts, salads. Chicken is the best meat to eat. It's a difficult one to answer. There's quinoa. The thing is, you have to take your carbs and you have to make sure you're taking in your protein. So you need your proteins from your foods, but you also need your carbs from your food. You need the healthiest carbs possible, and you need also to have like a protein powder, because protein gives you the extra protein on top of everything that you're eating. It'll be very, very beneficial for you. But I'll do another stream where we can speak about fitness and about foods and diets and proteins and such. I'm definitely going to do a dieting stream. I'm about to go into a cut for my muscles. I'm about to start cutting out as much fat as I can. I may go join the competition. I may not. I'm not sure. But I'll do another stream maybe later today, if not tomorrow, regarding diets and cutting fat and such. But do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're watching and enjoying the stream. Let's continue going with a little bit of this body worship stuff. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. But yeah, so for some reason in my head, I had this image of like getting paid to be like in the middle of a room in a rotating platform, flexing my muscles while having people, while getting a payment to just stand there for a certain duration of time, and having people look and watch and such. That, I guess, would have been okay if the payment would have been higher and the duration of time would have been longer. But the distance from my home was too far, and the person was responding with shady like responses. They were telling me things that, or not necessarily answering my questions the way that I needed my questions to be answered. So I asked this person, what is the payment? Where is the location? How long? How many people will be available? This person answered. The location was pretty much like 1 hour or more away from where I live. It's still in New York, but like 1 hour or more away from where I live. How's it going, Bruce Gas? Salute, brother. Then they said, so the person, the location was like 1 hour away from where I live. They said it would be a private event, so it will only be one person viewing the muscles. They offered a payment of $150 for 5 minutes. Think about that. That's a big bag right there. 5 minutes, $150. Who makes that money? Tell me. But then, off of those questions, I asked some more questions where it got shady. I asked some more questions regarding, are they male or female? They didn't answer whether they were male or female. I am heterosexual. I don't entertain any type of non-heterosexual activities whatsoever. So that was red flag number one. I'd consider it. I'd consider going to polls and get paid to have my muscles looked at. Who doesn't want to get paid for their likeness, for their looks, for their abilities? Men don't regularly have those opportunities. It's women that have those opportunities. It's women that can go and open the OnlyFans and make money off of their looks and likeness. It's women that can model. It's women that can use their looks for these things. Men do not regularly get paid for these jobs. Men have to more so have a skill, have a trade, have some type of worth, some type of mental worth, along with their physical, in order to bag women or to make money. It's a crazy world out there. But so they wouldn't answer me whether they was a male or female. That pushed me even more away. They offered the payment, told me the location, which was like 1 hour of where I'm currently located at. And the offer was just not worth it. And it seemed shady. I wouldn't want to. I mean, it's crazy to get an offer for body worship to begin with. It's even crazier to consider the offer for body worship. I'm a crazy man. I know. It is what it is. But people, let me give you people looking to offer people payments for body worship a little bit of advice. Offer them in person. Offer amount of money straight up. Offer a semi-public location. Let them know that they're going to be safe. Don't be shady. Don't hide behind a private page that doesn't have an image to it. Don't do any of this. Yeah, yo, how's it going, Philly? I'm sure pros do this. I would get paid to do it, but you know what? it has to make sense, and has to be a private, safe event where I know that if I'm there posing for some body worship shit, doing whatever, that there aren't going to be people taking extra media to expose or try to expose my image or take advantage of me or make me look bad in any type of way. I'm at the end of the day, I'm not necessarily looking into the career of like porno or exposing my body to make money off of my body, you know. So it's a little crazy in that sense, like that people are just out there openly requesting this and offering this. And it's not crazy that people are accepting it for money. Look, people accept anything for money, any type of work for money, as long as they don't feel embarrassed or degraded. As long as they wouldn't be trying to embarrass me or degrade me, and I feel like the situation's safe, I'd consider it. Who wouldn't consider getting paid for their likeness, for the way they look, for their appearance? I would. So this person, they slid in my DMs on Instagram. They randomly, let me see if I pull up some of these messages and read the things that they were saying to me. But they randomly pulled up in my DMs. They don't have a picture accounts locked. They don't have a following. And they offered to pay for gas. They were asking details about my height and my weight. Paid in cash. Look, if it was something that was closer to home and it was an open studio, I'd do it. But I'm not doing anything in private like that, because then I feel like I'm going to have to show up to the area strapped up, or show up with a couple security guards. And you know what? $150 for 5 minutes. There's no spare money in those $150 to pay a security guard for 5 minutes to take an hour plus trip traveling. No, if this was down the block for me where I wouldn't have to waste time traveling, and it was a safe situation where I wouldn't feel like I would have to pay security or come strapped up or with some type of defense, it'd be a situation that makes sense, that I'd actually consider. And like, I'd love to make money off of my body. Bodybuilders do it. IFBB pros do it. That's what they all do. Salute. How's it going, Maestro? Salute to everybody in the chat. We got Yayo, Bruce, Gas, Philly, Drew, and Maestro. Hey, thank you all for tuning in and checking out the stream. But yeah, once again, the big bag that I'm talking about that was offered is a bag, $150 for 5 minutes. Do the math. Nobody gets those type of payments. It is a big bag. So I declined this person's request to pay me for body worship. $150 is just not worth my time. The distance of travel is just not worth my time. And it didn't feel safe. Should you pay somebody and offer someone for body worship? I don't know. If that's the type of thing that you're into and you have all that excess money to spend, then go for it. But if you're going to reach out to somebody, make sure that you're offering proper payment. Make sure that you're making them feel safe. And make sure that you're answering their questions openly. Like I asked this person if there was a male or a female, and they didn't answer. I don't care if a male or a female is trying to pay me to look at my body. I don't care. But you have to answer the questions that I am asking. At the end of the day, men admire muscles, women admire muscles. This is the way that I'm viewing it as. I'm not viewing it as they're paying me to get naked or paying me for sex, because that's not what was offered. And if that's what was offered, I would not even be considering, thinking about it, or accepting. You already know I'm all about these games. Yeah, man, that's a big bag. 150 for 5 minutes. To do that math, that's just crazy. But yeah, definitely would have declined the way as well. Seems kind of homosexual, I'm going to be honest, unless it's a female. I agree. I 100% agree with you. The only thing that makes it slightly different for me is, like I said, the thought of this being a professional thing. When you go to like a bodybuilding competition and you go on stage and you flex your muscles in front of the stage for everybody, those people on that stage are both men and female, and they're judging your aesthetics, they're judging your build, they're judging your body fat percentage. the waist to shoulder ratio, leg size, etc, etc, etc. That's the way I think about that. Whether it's a bunch of men in the room or a bunch of women in the room or a mixed group of people in the room, but the fact that they were not willing to answer my question, and the fact that when I asked about like what were they thinking that I should wear, and what were their thoughts about it, like 5 minutes and I leave and that's it, or like I wanted to talk and whatever afterwards. They weren't able to answer anything. So it just seemed shady. I didn't proceed forward with it. Is there anything that would have changed my answer regarding this whole body worship offer? More money, transparency, 100% transparency. Maybe a closer location to my home. Puro sur, that's a fact. People definitely pay for anything these days. I'm not taking it to offense, but you're right, bro. People definitely pay for anything these days. Like, people pay for sex. People pay. How you pay to just look at somebody else's body? I understand that's what OnlyFans consist of, but OnlyFans consist of these like thirsty, or for the most part, thirsty simp like males that have trouble getting their action in real life, and therefore go and get action or try to get their action or get their fix through OnlyFans and whatever else. But nah, man, it's like body worship is just nuts. Like, how you offer that and then make it uncomfortable? Like, just be real about that. Think about that for a second. Let me drink some of the smoothie. How do you offer body worship to somebody and then make it an uncomfortable situation where the person is questioning it, or questioning the offer, or second guessing the incentive behind this? In 1 second. Got to drink some of my green smoothie. Up, you can't see it because of the green screen. But yeah, man, got to get these gains in. Give me a second. All right, here we go. All right. What else? See, what would make body worship 100% okay for me and completely possible would be if I was getting invited to go to, like, let's say, like these dance studios that be having like the mirrors all around them, where people go to practice dance lessons like salsa, or to learn dances, or to choreograph dances, whatever the case may be. These dance studios type of thing. If I was being invited to somewhere like that, where it was a public event, there'll be a bunch of people, and they was asking me to show up and wear these like Speedo type of bodybuilder shorts, not the thong shits, not those underwear shits. I don't do those underwear joints. I don't do that thong stuff. I don't do tighty whities. We wear briefs out here. So if they was telling me come through with the Speedo with the briefs type of Speedos out here and flex your muscles, your legs and your chest, and your legs and your upper body for 5 minutes or whatever for a better payment, I'd definitely be willing to do that, because I'm trying to increase my following on social media, on YouTube, my following all over. And that would make sense because it's a public event with a bunch of people that's safe. And then after I'm done flexing, I can go socialize and speak with people and gain a social media following, speak about bodybuilding competitions, network, maybe meet some people to do live streams or some other media personalities or something, So, yeah, man, it's this whole body worship stuff is a little crazy. To my people in the chat, would you ever offer to pay somebody for body worship? And the second question is, if someone offered to pay you for body worship, would you accept the offer? I'm glad you enjoying the stream, bro. I'm glad you enjoying the stream, man. It's like Uh, you know, thinking as I said originally, right? The whole body worship thing made me think of when I was younger with these whole like ass worship videos. Used to be heavy into pornography before, I discovered that women liked me. We young, we don't know shit. But yeah, man, I thought they wanted me to be in the middle of the room like a big oiled up fucking muscle and shit. Staring me down, tossing dollars like a stripper. Nah, not tossing dollars. I'm lying. Tossing dollars is a little disrespectful when you're not a stripper and that's not what you're looking to do and make money off of. It's funny. Yeah, man, look, we all need money in life, but let's keep ourselves safe and not do crazy things that, we may regret in the future. At the end of the day, I'm working to become a media personality. I'm working to become, for people to know me for blogging and for my media and muscles potentially. I may try to do a couple pro competitions. Who knows? I'm still considering. We'll see how far we go with that. But think about it. Let's say I was to go ahead and entertain the body worship offer. And then I have a random person here taking pictures and doing whatever of myself in a private event. And later on I become popular, and this let's say later on I become popular, and now people have this media of when I was a nobody and are using it against me. I have a couple examples of people who've, before they were famous, have done crazy things and then have gone famous or have gotten known, and these crazy things come up and they regret their past, and it's like, what the hell? For example, Ozuna is a reggaeton artist. He, in his past, when he was unknown, he didn't necessarily have money like that to get by. He needed to do some crazy things in order to get by and make bread. You want to know what he did? This is going to be a shocker. He was shooting homosexual pornography in DR. He is now a superstar reggaeton. He has a wife. He has family. And this media about him recording great homosexual pornography before he went famous came out way after he was famous. And it took a little hit on him, but he was able to overcome it. But nonetheless, nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to be exposed for anything that they may have done in their past. And body worship, unless it's an open events where you're getting paid for people to openly view you, if it's a private event, it sounds like a no-no to me. It sounds like a potential risky event where either something negative could happen to you, or if it's not something negative happening to you, you could get some type of terrible publicity from it. Shit crazy. There's other situations too, like Cardi B being a stripper before she got famous. You think if Cardi B, when she was younger, knew that she was going to get famous, you think that Cardi B would have been a stripper when she was younger? There's videos of Cardi B's vagina out there in the internet, her full open behind, out there on the internet. I don't want those photos of me. Not that I'm ever going to get caught doing any of that stuff, but you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, I know it's nuts, maestro. It's nuts. That Ozuna stuff is nuts, But in situations like this, you have to watch what you do. You can't just go crazy out there and do everything under the sun for money and then potentially regret it in the future. Like, I'd rather just not get money than do some of these crazy things like body worship. Would I ever pay somebody for body worship? No. Body worship seems like a simp type of activity to me. It seems like a creep type of activity to me. Like, You're paying somebody money to look at them. Why would you do that? You could look at people in the streets. You could look at people on the internet. Why would you pay somebody money to look at them? I understand extremely developed, defined muscles and such, etc. Maybe things that people have never seen before. Cool. Still does not add up how it's interesting for anybody to pay money, their hard-earned dollars, to watch somebody flex their muscles with no clothes on. It's crazy. Let me get a little more of the smoothie. With this fitness diet that I'm on a bulking diet still. I'm going to start breaking down March 1st. On March 1st, I'm going to start cutting fat. I'm going to try to go down to like between 8 and like 10% body fat. And see how I look then. Going to have much more body worship offers coming through then. But now I'm trying to continue building. I'm trying to continue building in a healthy way. I'm trying to, get on my Arnold Schwarzenegger, Chris Bumstead type of, stuff. Just that we gonna keep it natural here, baby. We ain't enhancing with no steroids, no treatments, none of that extra stuff that goes on these days. Body worship on Valentine's Day. This goes on into the other conversation of like sugar daddy / sugar mama. Would you, to the people watching live, would you entertain a sugar daddy or a sugar mama? Is that something that you would entertain? If someone offered you money to come hang out with them and spend time with them, go on dates with them, talk to them, you hit the gym with them, etc., is that something that you would entertain? It very closely relates to body worship. It very closely relates to OnlyFans. It very closely relates to being escorts. All these things are in the same exact playing field to me, if you ask me. Paying somebody for something that you can easily get for free. But I guess if your money stretches that wide, I ain't even mad at you. Go for it. I don't know if you guys hear the sirens, but it's like the moment it starts getting warm over here in New York City, people start acting up and the police is disturbing all of my streams. What the hell? What else do we have regarding body worship? My final reaction regarding body worship is that I'm shocked, but I'm also not shocked. I'm not shocked at the world because we live in a crazy world where we have terrorists, we have cartels, we have drug lords, we have prostitutes, we have murderers, serial killers, rapists, etc. If we have those type of crazy people in this world, then I can definitely see how someone would be willing and happily willing to offer somebody a payment for body worship. Is it something that I think is negative? I don't exactly think it's negative, depending on the context of it. I don't think it's negative at all, or depending on the context of it. It can be negative depending how it makes somebody feel, how forceful it can be, and how non-transparent it is if people don't communicate about it properly. Now, I see my boy Maestro. He mentioned Physical 100. He said, well, first let's see the question. You made the right decision. What's the next step? Would you ever enter a show like that, Korean show Physical 100? Definitely. In on that show on Netflix, I feel like I would 100% body most of the contestants. specifically because I'm so big, I'm extremely powerful, and just there's certain tactics and knowledge regarding tossing people's bodies around and wrestling that I know and that people need to know in order to body people. So it's not all about strength, and I'm an all around athlete. I would definitely join Physical 100. This summer coming, I'm gonna join Tough Mudder. I'm going to join Spartan Race. I may join the bodybuilding competition if I could learn how to pose correctly in time. Posing seems easy. When you think about bodybuilder posing, it seems easy, but trust me, it is not. There's a science to it. There's really like a lot of thought behind holding each muscle and body part in the position that you need to hold it and hold it tight while holding your breath and not necessarily panicking and doing certain things like a vacuum, which is a certain stomach position where you suck your stomach in, blow your air out to make your waist look as small as possible. But yeah, those are the type of things that I'm hopping into and doing moving forward. The body worship shit was crazy, and I think I may be done with this conversation for the moment. I just thought it was crazy that somebody actually offered me body worship. I have to go get some calories in to continue retaining my muscles. I may be back later today with a stream regarding how to break down fat, since I'm going into my cutting phase starting March. But besides that, it has been a nice, lovely, short stream talking about body worship and mentioning, yo, JC, how we doing, bro? How we doing? I'm over here. I'm doing well. I can't complain. For those that are watching and have watched the stream, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's continue getting my numbers up. Thank you for the congratulations, Maestro. I'm definitely over 200 subs now. Took a little bit of work. But everything in life takes work, and I'm continuing to climb. You know, my goal right now is 1,000. After I get to 1,000, my goal is going to be 5,000. I have to get this channel up to the point where I could make it, monetize it, try to get some money from it, you know, try to put in more work. And, you know, I'm trying to make this media thing my life. Just like my muscles. Muscles and media, baby. About to change my channel name to Muscles and Media. I'm joking. But KO Kenny's definitely all about muscles and media. If you did, if you have any questions about this body worship shit, I'll stick around for another couple minutes to see if you guys have any questions, anything that could be funny or entertaining, interesting that I can answer regarding this whole body worship thing. But I'm fairly done and through the topic of conversation of body worship. It's crazy as a thing. Think of me as like a huge oiled up fat old ass sitting in the middle of a table who'd be getting stared at. That like them old school ass worship videos. That's funny as hell. But all right, seems like we're fairly through. I don't see no questions coming in, and I don't got much else to say regarding the topic. I gave my reaction. I don't have no other topics for the moment. I have a lot of other streams lined up that I have coming up, but they're completely separate, individual from this topic, so I don't want to have this live stream go into other things. I'd rather just create another live and go live later today again. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my little experience regarding this whole body worship thing, which is a little crazy. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all take care. Thank y'all. Peace. See y'all soon. Pow. Oh, by the way, I have this stupid wrist shit because I must have slept wrong and I woke up with my wrist bothering me a little bit. But I need to get back in the gym ASAP. So we're recovering that. You guys take care. Subscribe to the channel. Have a great evening. See you soon. Peace.